Great, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, as you said, this is our first chapter update presentation, so we figured it would be a good idea just to give you a bit of a background about where we are coming from. Iceland, this is it. We're a small island nation in the North Atlantic Ocean. Population is quite low, as you can see. A small island, as I say. We speak Icelandic. The capital is Reykjavik. We've got cool summers, colder winters. It's almost always windy, but on the top side we have no mosquitoes. So there's something there. Iceland is maybe mostly known for this, like waterfalls, pretty neat geology. In later years, tourism and conferences have picked up quite a bit, particularly in the capital area. And then, of course, the geothermal power that powers most of the heating systems in the country, for example, and some of the electricity as well. We also have some challenges, just like any other country. We are dealing with increasing load on infrastructure, roads, energy infrastructure, airports, hospitals, schools, and so on. Productivity challenges are present in the construction industry here as everywhere else. And of course, lately we've been dealing with some volcanic eruptions, literally in the backyard of a once thriving community close to the capital. And then, of course, there's the wind, as I mentioned. Never get enough of it. BIM Iceland. BIM Iceland it dates back to 2008, but it went through a reformation in 2018. It is a non-profit organization that has about 35 members organizations. Members are companies from the AEC sector and public entities. We do have quite an active board that oversees all our activities, but we don't have any employees. So all of our resources are focused on the BIM development in Iceland. We formally started the journey towards buildingSMART chapter in the fall of 2023, and we were established as a chapter in development in March 2024. And there you can see the current board of BIM Iceland there, and then of course back a picture from Valencia when we were approved as a chapter. These are the member organizations as of today, divided into architects, consultants, clients, contractors. Of course, we would like to see more contractors, but you know, we are heading there, hopefully. And yeah, and some other entities, software providers, the University of Reykjavik, and so on. Our member fee organization is like this. We basically have 5 tiers, and you can see the annual fees there on the bottom of the slide, range based on the number of employees of each organization. Then we have something called the sponsorship membership, which gives that organization more visibility in our publications and on our website. And we have discussed about starting to give them the opportunity to use that logo, the buildingSMART chapter sponsor. That's actually something we would probably need to discuss further, how or if we can just do that, or if we need to do something before we can do that. Education institutions don't pay any member fees. This is the organization. We have a general assembly that meets once a year, and during that assembly, individuals are voted onto the board of BIM Iceland. The board then works in smaller groups on different projects, such as guideline development, organization of events, conferences, and workshops, and more. The board generally meets once a month, but smaller project teams meet just as needed, really. Just gonna, as I say, one project that we are running, we basically run the buildingSMART chapter as a project under the board of BIM Iceland. So for example, this is it, and we have this team of 3 individuals that are basically overseeing that project. me, Hannes, and David, who is our chair. With the establishment of a buildingSMART chapter, we were giving Icelandic specialists the opportunity to participate in international collaboration around open BIM standards. We wanted to signal a commitment to support and implement open BIM standards in Iceland, and wanted to be able to share best practices and stay updated on BIM and related technologies. And then, of course, we just wanted to increase awareness and stand for smooth collaboration across the Icelandic industry. One of our latest projects was to create a national roadmap, where it was launched last spring. It's led by BIM Iceland, but we get contributions from the market. The goal is basically to compile information about previous and ongoing projects involving digital construction in the country. And if you're interested, you can scan that QR code and see it. But of course, it's just in Icelandic, so it might not be that useful to you. Another project that we just finished was an event, the Day of Digital Construction, held in Harpa, the conference building in Reykjavik, Iceland. It was a conference with about 250 attendees, got speakers from all over Europe, and it had a big lean towards buildingSMART, understandably, because we really wanted to give the market a proper introduction to it and its programs. Topics included open BIM, information quality and models, automating building permitting, automation, and AI. And afterwards, a part of the day, of course, was networking. There was a coffee reception with refreshments for networking and discussion afterwards. This is by far the largest event of this kind in the country. We believe it's a great opportunity for networking and both with Icelandic peers, but also with specialists from around the world. And our experience from this event was that the speakers were showed great social engagement, and were very happy to chat with the industry. The day after the conference, we also held a workshop with Jan Saar. It was titled BIM-based permitting. Had about 30 participants, and it was very generally very well met. Here are some pictures from that event. As I say, this was the second time we do a conference like this. The first one was held in May 2023, and we really think it's necessary to keep doing that, keep running events like that. It's a great opportunity to introduce to the industry what's happening around us. Next up, we've decided to initiate take the first steps towards a professional certification program here in Iceland. Currently, we are just in the starting phase, so we need to outline key steps for launching and promoting the program, and definitely have to reach out to you, Celine, about the next steps. We will continue doing some ongoing mini conferences. We had a great success with those last winter. Last winter, we hosted about 5 conferences like that on various topics. Those conferences are planned along with the member organizations, so they are typically held at their locations. And then, of course, we want to keep expanding our member base. That would just help our community to grow and strengthen industry discussions. Final point there, LCA and BIM, lifecycle assessment. There is something we need to talk about. So we have a mandate coming up in Iceland. As of September 1st, 2025, lifecycle assessment will be required for all building permit applications. So if you have any success stories, proven workflows, or other resources that you would believe are helpful and and are willing to share, we would happily take that. I believe that was it from me. So if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead.